one of my kart kids.
Yeah, I thought he was from Arizona, but
yep.
Yeah, Gordon both checked in. He's in Minnesota working.
He'd rather be in AZ.
Yeah.
It's a dry heat.
Actually, oh, there's the in-car camera as they come out on the track for their pace lap. You know what? As they come out here, let's go through our lineup real quick. Let's start from front to back. On that front row, on the pole in that 102, it's Ian Torfey. Alongside of Ian, it's Dexter Warren in the 145. Row 2 inside. Starting that third spot, the 170 of Jake Hill. Alongside of Jake is Aiden Aguilar in the 104. In row 3, the 158 of DeClan Shields. Alongside of DeClan is George Lamosas in the 188. In row 4, it's Jennifer Owens and Brixton Wirt in the 125 and the 114. In row 5, it's Samuel Gibbs in the 115 and Luke Vale in the 152. In row 6 is Brianna Walton in the 190 and Carson Farrell in the 116. In row 7 is going to be Owen Vale in the 142 and Landon Holtz alongside. In row 8 inside, it's Jordan Skaggs in the 185 alongside Jackson Eberts in the 141. And in row 9, it's Cassie Walton in the 191. As we get ready to go, it looks like we had one car not make the call. Initially it said we had 18, but only 17 crossed the line.
Okay.
So
Still
Ian Torfey and Dexter Warren are on the front row.
I like it when you have to actually scroll down when you have so many drivers in the class.
Yeah. Well, it's probably my fault too because the font has to be so big so I can see it. It has to go down like 2 pages.
Well, the UTV's off the track.
Oh, man. Trevor, thanks for checking in, man. And then there's David Peace. He's creeping over our back shoulders. Green flag is out. We're underway. Going into turn 1. Still no decided advantage as they're 2-3 back, 2 wide, 3 wide going into turn 2.
Looks like they lined up their nose to tail coming around. Oh, they're switching positions. We've got a couple rows that are 3 deep. Top 4 now, nose to tail. Jockeying back there for 5th. Looks like Lamosas into the 5th position. Looks like Ian Torfey in the green machine still up front.
It took a while for the advantage. Before we had a decided leader, it took a long time, a half a lap at least, for finally someone to stick their nose out front. But how long is that going to last? As once again, we've got a car going the inside. Nope, Ian still has the advantage as they complete lap number 1. Dexter Warren is right there. Jake Hill, DeClan Shields, George Lamosas, all in our top 5. Jennifer Owens is in that 6th spot. Brixton Wirt, 7th. 8th, Sam Gibbs. Luke Vale, 9th, and 10th is Jordan Skaggs. But that could change by the time we get to the next corner. So I'm just probably rattling off.
It happens so fast. It does. Now look at this. Lamosas already up to 3rd place. He's fought his way out of turn number 3. And now he's trying to make a move to the inside. Look at that overhead shot on the drone. Lamosas, he's like a shadow back there.
Yeah, we called him out yesterday because we liked the fact he had the Mexican flag and the American flag. Proud of his heritage and proud of where he lives. So that was kind of a cool thing to see yesterday, yeah.
Actually, that's the California flag.
Is it the California flag?
Yeah, looks like it. Is that a big bear on it?
It could be.
With a red stripe on the bottom?
Yeah, I thought I saw a green stripe yesterday, so I could be wrong.
You could have changed the flag. Mexican flag's got the three different colors, though. Red, the white, and the green. That's right. We're just going to update your prescription.
Yeah, no more cheater readers from Costco, huh?
Time to make that phone call to America's Best.
Hey, I'm telling you right now that the battle for the top spot is now turning into 4 cars real quick. Ian Torfey still has the advantage, but not by very, very much at all.
Well, look at that. Jake Hill got Lamosis there. Now Lamosis trying to go to the inside. They're going to drag race side by side. Ooh, look at this. 2 by 2.
As if they just started the race. And we've got a brand new leader.
Warren.
Dexter Warren jumps up front. And now we've got lap traffic, I think.
Oh, Scotty, did not see that. That's a good point. That could get interesting as we get over to turn 6, I think.
See, now this adds probably a little bit more of what the kids are anticipating or weren't anticipating, but now to deal with is the fact of tear-offs.
Yep.
You know, these things are only 170 cc's, but they still kick up a little bit of a roost. And early in a race like this, they're still kicking up mud into the cockpits.
Looks like we had a local caution. They're getting one of the vehicles off the track. Did not see it was underneath there, but here we go. Our leaders coming down the front straightaway, and that's going to be the probably the comp. They're going to call that the comp caution, I believe. 4 laps in. So the UTV pace vehicle is going to pull back out on the track. But Lemos is going to be recorded up to 3rd. He gets by Jake Hill in the signature propellers machine. But very impressed with Dexter Warren. Getting that move to take the lead.
So the pace field pulled back out on the track to collect everybody, and there's nothing like a big honking 4-seater side-by-side in front of one of these little 70s. Like, okay, force the issue. I'm telling you, slow the hell down.
Yeah. You can probably fit 2 of those inside that 4-seater.
There's a nice aerial shot looking down from one of our drones as we get ready to go back green flag racing. And man, if I was that 4th place car, I'm like pulling up, get up on the rear bumper there. So they're scattered all over the place. I don't know if that's a driver issue or maybe the dads ain't getting on the spotter radar and say, hey, get up there, get up there.
You need to kind of spread out. If you're trying to follow somebody, it's hard to pass. That's the whole thing, is you got to look for alternative lines.
Looks like Todd East is checked in again, but he's like, let's go, Jennifer, Dexter, George, Ian, and DeClan. Okay, you forgot. You know? Then Gordon says he'll be a DRX. Well, you're in Minnesota. You damn well better be a DRX. Man, it's a beautiful facility. I'm going to miss not being there. We got a pass for 2nd right now. As Lamosis has now gotten around Ian Torfey. So Lamosis is now into 2nd.
I was going to say earlier, keep an eye on Lamosis.
Wasn't it George yesterday that made a pass on the outside? He was on the outside line through turn 1 and 2, all the way through turn 2, and then made the pass on the outside, yeah.
Yeah, George is a very talented young driver. He's been racing, I mean, literally almost every week.
And he's going for the lead on the outside. We just mentioned yesterday.
I don't think it's going to happen this time. He's got to tuck in behind. But look at this.
Yeah.
He's going to look for a different line here.
He did that move yesterday and made it work, but I don't think he was close enough when he started that. But right now is when he has to plan that pass in turn 2.
I think Torfey's hearing what you're saying, because he's going to get right up in his bumper and try and follow him around. Oh,
there's
boy.
Lamosis right in that back bumper again. He's going to make it work somewhere. Now, he had mastered yesterday, the outside entrance, inside exit move a couple times, which forced the leader, who I don't remember who it was at the time, to adjust his driving line. and then he came back and passed him on the outside.
And look at this, he's going for the outside
there
this
it is.
time. This is what he did yesterday. Stay on the outside. Ooh. Warren had some good exit speed.
There he is, going into the turn on the outside. Now watch that inside car kind of get a little squirrely coming out.
He wants to sit on the outside, so he'll be set up to the inside.
He's
right
got
here.
the spot. Yeah, he's got it. He's already completed the pass. A mirror image of what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, look at this. Torphy just got blocked. He was going to try and follow him around, but Warren moved over, not wanting to lose 2 positions. So much strategy goes into racing.
You just don't go into turn 1 in second place and come out with the lead.
Yeah.
You got to plan that move way the heck, on the backside of this race course.
Maybe plan it for a lap or 2 later is what you know. Okay, this is where he goes in this corner. This is where he's at this corner. And there is a caution flag. And do we have a UTV?
Turn 2, there's something going on.
Yep.
Oh, car back underway. It looked like it was pointing the wrong direction, but now it's back underway. But that'll... Janie Owens, she finally lets us know where she's from, Australia.
Oh, nice.
Wow, thanks for letting us know. That is very cool.
Good idea.
Oh, I get it, Todd. Allie and Zoe were commenting to their friends. Okay.
Green and white, unless you want to add a lap with green and white together.
Another fan from South Africa checking in. Thanks, Alan. Alan is one of our staff guys.
He's in South Africa?
No, he's actually in Arkansas having a Bloody Mary in his back deck.
Oh, okay.
Probably on his laptop. Oh, Dexter's from Australia. We'll figure it out.
Oh, Dexter Warren's from Australia. Gotcha.
That'll be a fun interview. See if you pick up an accent. An accent of a little kid. That'd be epic.
That would be awesome.
Oh, man.
Well, I definitely want him to get on the podium after he's been driving, that's for sure. This battle yet with Warren, Lamosis, and Torphy and Hill. Let's see what's going to happen on the restart with 2 laps to go. Oh, is it the white flag, actually? Oh, green, white.
Green, white flags being waved simultaneously, one lap, this is it. Green's coming out with the white. We're going to find out exactly what George Lamosis has got. He's been super strong the last 2 laps.
And here we go in the restart.
Dexter Warren.
Warren right on his bumper.
Man, they are duct taped together going through turn 1, headed toward turn 2, and this is where the action was, in turn 2. According to Janie Owens, Dexter came all the way here from Australia just to race.
That is so awesome.
And he's doing one hell of a job.
Very impressed.
Boy, he's trying to make a straight line to that dogleg section.
And look at this, Torphy right at him in tow. Jake Hill behind him.
Oh, Warren's got a run going into the final turn.
Jennifer.
To drag race on the front stretch, it looks like George Lamosis will hang on to the lead and take the win.
Impressive drive from all these young
Dexter
athletes.
Warren second, Ian Torphy third. That'll round out the podium. Jake Hill, Jennifer Owens fourth and fifth. DeClan Shields, Brixton Wirt 6th and 7th. 8th, 9th, and 10th will go to Samuel Gibbs, Owen Vale, and Luke Vale. So that'll be a fun interview. I want to hear that. I want to hear that accent from a little guy. Now second place, Dexter Warren.
Vegemite?
He might have some back in the trailer. Who knows? So once again, for all the fans back at home, while Dave makes his way down to the podium, we'll step aside for a couple of commercials or words from our sponsors. We're back after that with a few very cool interviews and Dave at the podium.
Hey, I'm Jeremy McGrath, and welcome to Palms River Resort. Palms is a 5-star lifestyle community where you'll make lifelong friends. I mean, some of my favorite things to do are obviously building memories with the family. We get out in the side-by-sides. Of course, I like riding my dirt bike in the hills and taking off in the desert. But I mean, family time in the boat, man, you can't beat it.
UTV 96 is inside this car here for the race.
We use the UTV 96 in this car. I'm using the VP UTV 96 fuel.
Thank you, VP Racing Fuels, for keeping me powered and getting me on top of the box.
And we're back, and boy, the little guys are know how to celebrate down their trackside. Once again, Dave Arnold makes his way to the podium. And some very cool stories that Dave will be covering with these drivers. It's one thing to see them celebrate as they stand on top of the race cars and throw their fists up in the air, but it's another thing when they jump down and the cars are taller than they are. Nice job by all three of our drivers. Okay, guys, let's head to the podium. Dave Arnold's waiting for you all. Dave?
All right, let's go ahead and get these young drivers up here. Let's go ahead and get George and Dexter and Ian up here. All right, here they are. Let's give it up for these young drivers. Ian Torfey, Dexter Warren, and George Lamosas up on top. And wow, this day keeps on getting better because somebody just turned 10 years old. Ian, it's your birthday, buddy, and you're on the podium. How you feeling?
Good.
Good, man. Did you man, it's my birthday. I better get on the podium, right?
Yeah.
Well, how about if we make it a little sweeter and give you a K&N $100 gift certificate too? You like that?
Yes.
Well, why don't you tell me about this race? Because we had you out front early on, and then things just went crazy. You guys were all fighting for that podium.
Yeah, it was a good fight. We all tried to keep inside so no one could get past us.
Well, I think that was a good strategy because it paid off where you're on the box, right?
Yep.
Why don't we say a big happy birthday to Ian Torfey down here. You like to thank your sponsors, buddy?
Yep.
He's got his list. He's ready.
All right. Inventrix. I like to thank Inventrix, Lone Star, Boston Shocks, BWT, Rugged Radios, Maximum Oil, Sign Pros, Hoosiers, K&N, Troy Adams, Mom and Dad, and the Gas Series.
Ian Torfey. Big round of applause for this young man. Heading on to Dexter Warren. Man, what a heck of a race you had there, buddy.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Pretty intense, and I hear you made quite a trip to come over here and race in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, you looking, how long are you going to be doing all the racing series here?
Yeah, we've been doing all of them.
Well, that's kind of awesome. Well, how about $150 from K&N? How's that do?
Excellent.
Excellent. Why don't you tell me about this race? Because Ian had the lead, you took the lead, then George got the lead, and then you and George were just going right at it.
Yeah, was pretty intense, like I said. Like, I got around him then. He was always pushing on my bunker. And then George came flying past us.
That's how I got it. But you didn't back off. You kept that hammer down, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, do you have some sponsors that you want to thank, bud?
I'd like to thank Stream MF and his crew for making my car go faster. All my sponsors back home: Drury's Liquid Waste, DX Star Race Gear, Crane Works, and that's it.
That's it. Give it up for this young man. Made the trip all the way over here. Dexter Warren, welcome to America. Awesome to have you here, buddy, man. Appreciate it. Well, George, did you bring your broom? Because you swept the weekend. Dude, what an incredible race. And pretty much we saw you did what you did yesterday. One on the outside, turn one, brought it around, set up to be on the inside out of turn 2 for 3.
You know, it's pretty crazy at the start. I got caught behind someone, and it wasn't a start I planned to happen, but we went around it, and we battled our way to the top, and here we are.
It's got to feel good here with the points and everything, you know, leading right now.
Yeah, I just really want to win this championship. I always like winning the championships, yeah.
Well, that's always a good bonus. I know you got some good people behind you.
I do. It's especially my mom and dad and my 2 little brothers and my good luck Charm Hennessy. And I want to thank my uncle and my friends coming over here to help me out and cheer me on. God's Hand Performance, Walker Evans, Trophy Bro, Sparks, let's see here. PEP Performance, CMS, Motorsports, Rocket Specialist, Piston Bones, Gonzalez Bros Racing, Sparko, G-Force, Estrada Precision Welding, Summer Brothers, GBC, Hawk 9, Great American Series for making this awesome series.
Is that all? There you go. George Lamosis, everybody. A good job there for these kids. Happy birthday, Ian. Dexter, welcome to the podium here at GAS. Glad to have you here. And George sweeps the weekend. Back to you in the booth.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Once again, congratulations to our 3 young men down there trackside. And Dexter, can you hear me? Okay, just wave, because I can't. Dexter, can you hear? Okay. Can we want to personally invite you to come up here into the up onto the sound booth and help us announce a race later on this afternoon. You okay with that? Yeah?
Yeah.
You have no choice. You're going to be coming up here. The answer is yes, okay? You'll be coming up here. So when you have a first chance, Mom, Dad, if you're here, if you can hear me, please bring your young guy up here. We'd love to talk to him up here in the booth, so that'd be very cool. Want to hear that young man's story about coming to America. No pun intended. But congratulations, all the guys down there. And some check-ins. We got Adam Grinder from Arizona says, sup, Scott and Dave, looks fun. He's a pro buggy driver. I think if anybody was born with Mountain Dew in his veins, it's that guy there, because he, A, never shuts up, B, never stops moving, and is one very crazily hyperactive individual. But thank you so much, Dave, for checking in, and hopefully, Adam, hopefully soon we'll see you here at the racetrack. And also from our YouTube, American Short Course YouTube channel, Marie Castellano says hi from Palm Springs. You just got here, super excited, first time here with the little ones. So you know what? That is neat. Not only they're, I'm assuming I'm looking at this, they're at home in Palm Springs, but no, they drove from Palm Springs and they're here and they're checking in still. So Marie, thank you for coming out, hanging out with us. Hope you have a great time. There's a lot to see and do. There's a lot of autographs to be had by all the drivers. That's the thing. We haven't really promoted a whole lot this weekend yet, is we didn't mention the fact that the pits are open. Obviously, you probably already know that. You can walk anywhere in the pits except in front of the grandstands out towards the track. But you can go anywhere around the race cars, the race trucks, get pictures, get autographs. A lot of times, some of these teams, the trucks, they tear up their fiberglass, their hoods, their doors, their fenders, whatever, and we call that autograph material. So at the end of this afternoon, or at the end of a Pro 2 race or Pro Light race, head down to the pits. The drivers, if they're tore up, man, they'll be more than happy to hand a fender to you. They'll wipe it off and sign it. But then you're not done yet. Your job assignment's not done. Then you take that Sharpie and go up to the crew members and have the crew members sign it as well, because they're the ones that are up to their elbows and kneecaps in mud and grease and slime
and
and dirt.
Put the body panel on.
Yeah, exactly. So we hope everybody has a great time here this afternoon. We still have people checking in online on both our YouTube and our Facebook live feeds, and we're having a great time. The weather is polar, no pun intended, polar opposites of what it was yesterday. So this is a fantastic afternoon, and I'm not cleaning a horse stall. Awesomeness. So our next race is already coming out of the track, and that's the RTL Traffic J2 Kart Division, and we've got quite a few cars coming out in that class as well. Let's start out with our lineup now of all those racers, as we have 18 cars coming out in that class. Here's our front row. Ashton Williams in the pole in the 420 alongside of Brody Martin in the 413. Row 2 inside, Jesse Owens, who was real popular online yesterday, if I remember right. And outside of Jesse is Logan Leggett in the 481. Row 3 inside, Olive Hoover alongside of Bryson Bennett in the 416. In row 4 inside, Chaden Zane Minder, who was very fast yesterday, alongside of Blake L. Adler in the 499. Travis Jones alongside of Mikey Childress. Once again, his dad's right here in front of us, so we got to keep it clean there, brother.
I saw that look.
Behind Mikey, we have Truly Adams, the 49, and Dominic Benitez in the 411. In row 7, it's, did we figure out the pronunciation of the G3
Argyros.
Argyros.
Just call him G3.
Okay, well, can we go just G3?
Yeah.
Okay, G3.
George III.
Alongside of Haley Berry in the 449. Row 8. Inside, Jake Kill in the 470 along with Zach Bruckner in the 430. A little bit further back in row 9, we have Megan Starr in the 428 alongside Irie Bailey in the 429. So that's our lineup of RTL Traffic Junior 2 karts, and I was so surprised yesterday seeing these cars for the first time on the track in a long time myself, how much quicker they are than they were 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, I was just talking about they've upgraded going from the Subaru 265 up to a Honda, so the Junior 1, Junior 2s do run a different power plant, a little bit more horsepower in it, a little bit more bottom end, a little bit more top speed, but not blazing speed.
As the green flag comes out, here we go across the line. Ashton Williams on the pole into turn number 1.
I mean, those are like 18 ponies, man. A lot of horsepower for those kids.
Yeah, it sounds like hooves clacking around the track, huh?
Yep.
And it looks like it was Ashton pulls the whole shot, but a little bit of rubbing as they exit turn number 2.
Oh, he's got a little...
Are they locked together?
I was trying to say, is Brody right up on his bumper? Nope, they're apart.
Man, for a second there, it was hard to tell on that drone shot.
He was one with.
They are nose to tail all the way through the field right now. No, what's the age bracket in Junior 2s?
12 to 15 years old, I believe. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 8 to 12, I'm sorry. 12, I'm thinking of mod carts. 12 to 15 with mod carts, 16 of the year. That's, yeah.
So our top 5 right now is Olive Hoover is in the 5th spot, Jesse Owens 4th, Logan Leggett in the 3rd, Brody Martin, and Ashton Williams.
Now,
is running up front.
1 could race a Junior 2,
yep.
But a Junior 2 can't race a Junior 1.
Well, at least I'm saying that like I know, but I don't.
Yeah. Not if the age limit is over.
The Junior 2 driver can run Junior 1?
If a Junior 2 driver is older, if he's 15, he can't race a Junior 1. 15 now for the Junior 1s? Okay, 10 to 15 with the mods now.
So then if the same age bracket can run Junior 1 and Junior 2, then what's the difference in the karts?
The Honda power plant versus
oh, that's right.
Subaru
the Honda's Junior 1. No, Junior 2, and then the Subaru's Junior. Okay. And a buddy of mine from Wisconsin checked in. Mike Gilson has checked in. Thanks for watching, man. And again, there's Janie Owens. Go Jesse, 4-time off-road champion.
Yeah, she's got a few championships. Oh, man, up and over for Martin. Brody.
And keeps on going. You know what? I got $5 that says when he comes past the crowd, he's going to have his hand out the roll cage going, I'm okay, Mom, I'm okay, waving. I forget, this actually happened. I forget what race it was at. And it was in a mod kart division race. A kid rolls over. I forget when it was, where it was, who it was. Kid rolls over violently, gets out, jumps on top of the truck and does one of these Adrian Cheney, yeah, I'm alive kind of things. And it happened to be his mom was like 3 rows right in front of us in the grandstands in front of the sound tower. Out. She was horizontal. Oh, my little Johnny. Oh, my little Johnny. About 2 minutes later, here comes little Johnny. Mom, was that cool or what? No. And that really happened. So Ashton Williams looks like a pretty decent lead right now, about 10 truck lengths. But a nice battle going on for second and third with Logan Leggett and Jesse Owens. Actually, the battle for second's going all the way back to what, the 10th spot, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah.
There's a crazy onboard shot there that folks are watching. And it looks like, I believe, that was the 497 Jesse Owens it's on board with.
Man, how about Lake Adler? Didn't Lake start almost dead last?
Yeah, he's
Lake Adler right now running in the top, in the 6th spot.
He may have struggled in the Youth 1000, but the kid's becoming a master in the junior karts.
I mean, this race for him was pretty stealth. I mean, he really quietly. I just happened to glance down, and I'm like, wow. Ashton Williams still maintains a sizable lead over second on back.
Comp caution should be coming out. I believe this is going to be the halfway mark. Incredible drone footage over the top as they come across the stripe with the caution flag out, the mandatory caution. Re-rack, restack the field.
There was somebody out there in the white cart that kind of didn't realize the yellow came out and got all excited and kept on going and realized. Nice drone shot there, looking down at traffic. That is so cool.
I just remembered to do it.
Our top 5 during the comp yellow right now is Chaden Zane Minder in that 5th spot, Olive Hoover 4th, Jesse Owens 3rd, Logan Leggett, and Ashton Williams. Our leader, 6th on back, is Mikey Childress, Lake Adler 7th, Haley Berry 8th, 9th is Brysa Benitez, and G3 in that 10th spot.
Sorry about that, I meant to tell you that. Just making me a struggle.
Yeah, I'm not doing my job unless I screw up a couple of names and tick off Mom.
They don't call you the butcher for nothing, right?
Oh, boy. So once again, for all the fans that are at home watching us, please check in. Let us know where you're from and who you're cheering for.
Well, I want to thank a lot of our great sponsors to make this all possible, like our official communication, PCI Race Radios, Silex Signs, the Palms, both in just outside of Blythe and also in Needles. I want to thank Weller Racing, Optima Batteries, of course, powering this entire Impact Safety with all of our great crews, A.M. Ortega. And Optima Batteries says green, green, green.
Well, I can't help but think there's going to be an issue with a bunch of cars because they were like 4 wide across the line. And
yeah,
here's the big rule about that one: you can't make a pass until you're past the flag stand. And there was probably 6, 7 cars out there in mid-pack that were side by side and making all kinds of moves.
I'm hearing some numbers being called in the background from race control, so they are talking with the spotters about it.
Yeah, Dominic Benitez is one of the drivers we're talking about. Yeah, Lake Adler, Mikey Childress, G3, Haley Berry, a couple of drivers kind of got left out on that one.
Yep.
Janie Owens goes, thank you so much for the live stream so she can watch her girlies. That's cool.
Of course, gosh, Jesse and Jennifer have been racing with us. They're so young, but it's been so many years been racing with us. That's awesome.
How about this? Jason Chompers has just checked in from Green Bay. Sitting in his driveway, spending the afternoon working on his car, feeling right at home with the voice of off-road in the background. He goes, the drone share an upgrade from 2006 Batcam. Remember that thing at Chula Vista?
I remember the Batcam.
No, if you know who Jason Chompers is, he was the crew chief for Scott Douglas for a long time. But go back a few years from that, he started off as a kid. I don't even think he was in high school yet. I want to say he was like 7th or 8th grade, maybe even younger. He still had a paper route. He swept the shop. That's how he started working with them.
That's awesome.
Went to school, became an engineer. I want to say he designed at least one of the trucks, one of the Pro 4s for Scott Douglas,
really?
At least one. But he had been with him for years and years and years. So
did he help develop that with the front four-wheel drive?
That was
Scott.
He was one of them, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but Jason's a much smarter man than I am now. Way smarter. But hopefully things are getting squared away on the track. As it looks like, yeah, a little bit. Some things are getting taken care of, but not everything as far as positioning goes. But Ashton Williams still has the point. Rather sizable lead, what, 6-7 truck lengths?
How about Olive Hoover up into second place there with Logan Leggett right behind her. G3 now up into the third spot and into the fourth spot, just outside that podium position.
Yeah, for Junior 2s, these things are getting up and going, no doubt about it.
You can see the difference on the Honda power plant in the Junior 2s. Really shows how much more speed they have.
So once again, thanks for checking in, Jason. It's good hearing from you.
And there it is. Ashton Williams takes the win. Olive Hoover second. Logan Leggett going to round out her podium.
G3 in that third spot. Bryson Benitez fifth. Sixth is Chaden Zane Minder. Dominic Benitez in that 7th spot. 8th, Travis Jones. 9th, Jake Hill. Megan Stars 10th. But I think there's going to be some timing and scoring issues. So none of this, definitely none of this is official. But I think our top 3 are pretty close. So once again, we're going to
Hey, I'm Jeremy McGrath, and welcome to Palms River Resort. Palms is a 5-star lifestyle community where you'll make lifelong friends. I mean, some of my favorite things to do are obviously building memories with the family. We get out in the side-by-sides. Of course, I like riding my dirt bike in the hills and taking off in the desert. But I mean, family time in the boat, man, you can't beat it.
And race fans at home, we're back to live action as Dave Arnold's working his way down to the podium once again for our top 3 finishers in the RTL Traffic Junior 2 Kart Division event, with Ashton Williams taking that top spot, Olive Hoover second, and Logan Leggett third. Our next race coming up will be the AM Ortega Junior 1 Karts. Just some of the celebrations going on. It's too bad we didn't have like a huge camera lens to catch all the action and down around the podium. And it's so neat to see Mom's smile, the big old smile, the dads kind of taking care of business, getting the kids unbuckled and helmets off and getting them ready for the podium. But I'm still waiting for my little buddy Dexter from Australia to make his way up onto the sound tower. So where are you, Dexter? I'm calling you out, man. We need you up here. We need help with our next race. So Dave, as we get ready for the interviews, this is going to be really interesting. This has been one heck of a Junior 2 race today.
Oh, actually, a lot of exciting movement. Little drama going on there in the restart there for sure. But what would be trophy kart racing without drama? Good job. Hang in there. Good job, Al. Well, here they are. Let's give it up for Logan Leggett, Olive Hoover, and, of course, Ashton up on top there. How about that, Mr. Williams? But let's talk to Logan. Man, what a crazy race this was.
Yeah, that was a crazy race. I was trying to battle in second the whole time, trying to get first, but last lap I got kind of tangled up and dropped to third, but held third.
Well, the good thing is you held on the podium. That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you thank some of your sponsors making this all possible?
I'd like to thank Hangman Racing, Jeremy Hanger, and Jacob Hanger for letting me run their Junior 2, and my dad.
Let's give it up for Logan Leggett, everybody. An awesome job. Great to see there. Let's move it over to this young lady. And remember, her dad was just sitting in the grandstand. She wasn't even racing. Now look at you, Olive, out here on the track, on the podium. Becoming a regular on the podium now.
Yeah, it's really exciting. This is a great race.
Well, tell me a little bit about what was going on there, because you weren't in a podium position. You're a little deeper in the field, and then on the restart, you started making moves.
Yeah, Logan and Jesse ran into each other, and it was my opportunity to go around them, so that's how I got to second.
Well, it was a good job, and I know you got some people to thank.
I would like to thank Troy Adams, Ryan Ruth, Advanced Demolition, Tyler for spotting me, my mom, my dad, my sister, Penelope and Amelia, Chad, and yeah.
Olive Hoover, give it up for this young lady right there. And how about Ashton Williams, man? What a great race. I can see the smile. First win out here, right?
Yeah, it was a good race. I got a little bumpy going on the restart. Someone kept bumping me. I was about to run into the pace car.
Well, they were just waving, just saying hi.
I was like, oh, snap.
Well, but when that green flag dropped, you were just, okay, I'm going to take this one all the way to the top?
Yep.
Well, I got to say congratulations on getting that first win out there. You got the chocolate milk. Now it's time to thank your sponsors.
I'd like to thank Ferguson's Heating and Air Conditioning, WCI Constellating, Toyota Redlands, and my dad, my mom, my brother Chad, his friend Albert, my Tyler, Kevin, Big Al, my Uncle Chris coming out here today, and Brett for making the car go fast, and my spotter Brian.
Give it for Ashton Williams, everybody. Awesome job. One more time, Logan Leggett, Olive Hoover, and Ashton Williams up on top of the box. Awesome racing, more to go. Folks, don't go anywhere. More racing as we go back up to the booth with Scott Rain.
Thanks a lot, Dave. And you know what? It may be kind of a hassle for you to climb up and down those stairs all day long, but I got to tell you, that's the best job in the world right there all day this weekend, is talking to the kids, talking to the drivers, and the excitement that you're able to capture after a win or a podium finish. Very emotional moment, and it's pretty damn cool you're down there to be able to catch all that. So once again, as we get ready for the AM Ortega Junior 1 Kart Division race coming up, 9 cars will be coming out. The next race after that scheduled will be the mini stock A-Main. That will be race number 5. And, you know, I got to call out the track crew once again. I know I've done it probably 3-4 times already this weekend, but just the track conditions they're able to maintain. Well, another friend of mine checked in, JoJo from the Midwest, from Wisconsin, checked in. Thank you. We have a few fans that are there. How about letting us know where you're from? You know, Jason just said from his driveway in Green Bay. Man, just to be able to do that again, just kind of leisurely afternoon, maybe have the TV on in the garage on the NASCAR race and the laptop on us here, and you're still, you know, putzing, what I call putzing. Putzing is fun. Multitasking is work. Because that's like, to me, multitasking is cleaning a horse stall, chasing goats out of the way, keeping them from the flowers, chickens that got out, and my dog that took off down the